Hi guys, so I was gonna vlog today, but then I just didn't feel like it. Sometimes I just don't, but then a couple days go by and then I want to again. So I was like, maybe I'll do a Q&A. I asked on my community tab, I think it was before Christmas, so it's kind of been a while, but I truly have not looked at it. I don't think I looked at it ever, to be honest, because I was like, well, I'll read them when I do the Q&A, and I just never did. Someone says, I know you discussed you and Nolan quarantined a bunch of times, but have you two ever run into any issues with learning each other and being together nearly 24/7 for so many months? Like needing space apart, anything like that? I don't think I could do that with my own significant other, and we've been together for quite a while. So I totally get it. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's some people who can do it and some people who can't. And what was the question even? Oh, run into any issues with learning each other? Actually, no, not really, which is pretty bizarre given the circumstances, but I really don't know if it helped that we were brand new when it started. I feel like that, I mean, imagine you just met someone and you're in this honeymoon phase where you both really like each other, and then the world was like, don't go anywhere. Just get to know each other. You can't see anyone, go anywhere. Crazy, right? So I feel like that's what happened, and luckily we just meshed together very well. We don't argue. I mean, we'll disagree on things, and I'm very open about things I don't like, or things I don't like, or if something rubs me the wrong way or something, because in the past I wasn't like that. Now, before I met Nolan, I was like, okay, anyone I date from now on, I'm just gonna be upfront. And if they don't like it, then we'll figure it out. We're also both just very chill. Could do nothing all day but watch TV and be fine. Neither one of us really gets upset easily. I think that's just what it is. I don't know. And we just got lucky with our personalities matching pretty well. And the thing about alone time is I am someone who does like my alone time. But we don't hang out all day together. I'll watch shows by myself, or I'll run errands, go to Target, or whatever. I don't know. I do a lot of things on my own still. So I think that really helps. I mean, it'll be interesting when things go back to normal. I don't think it'll be bad, but I just think that it'll be such an adjustment, because it's so weird how it happened too, because it feels like I did not know him really in normal life, if that makes sense. So it feels like he's just my quarantine life. I couldn't tell you if we had already been dating a couple years this happened. I don't know. I would think it would be the same, but you just never know. Somebody said, what have you learned about yourself that you didn't know before after seeing a therapist? Oh my God, that's such a good question. It's hard to say I didn't know this before, but I guess just learning to understand that everyone is different. If someone disagrees with you, it doesn't mean that they're right and you're wrong. I always have this complex where I never want to get in an argument with somebody, and I never want to say an opposing opinion, because I'm just well, they're probably right, or it doesn't even matter, I don't know, it's really strange. So I just have this weird fear of arguing with anybody. But I think the biggest thing I learned with that is, I mean, it's hard to say because there's so many different things. I've been going for years, so we'll tackle different things at different times. But I think the biggest thing with arguing and stuff like that, knowing that even if you argue with someone, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. I feel like that was a big thing for me for most of my life, because I didn't have siblings growing up to play with or fight with, and my parents never fought when I grew up, which, I mean, I'm not complaining, but I never saw people fight and then get through it, if that makes sense. So in my adult years, my biggest fear, if I was fighting with anybody or arguing with them, I was like, that's it, we're not gonna be friends anymore, they're gonna hate me, everything's gonna be different. So that's what I'm trying to work on, and I still feel that way sometimes. If I notice someone's being weird around me or something, I get really insecure, because I'm like, oh my God, did I do something? When if I did something, then tell me, you know what I mean? In real life, I want to be well, if I did something, then tell me. Don't just act a certain way for me to figure it out, which 9 times out of 10, nothing is even wrong. I'm just overthinking. But someone said, how long did it take you to actually get used to having Frank as your kitty? I know it was a big deal for you. Were you freaking out in the beginning? No, I wasn't really freaking out in the beginning. I was super excited. I really wanted an animal. I actually wanted a cat years and years ago. Aaron and I went and drove out to Santa Monica or something. When we lived in our old apartment, because I was gonna get a cat, and then I was like, I don't think I should. I wasn't really freaking out. I was just really excited, and it took me a while to get used to him though. I've never been a cat person. I've always, liked cats, but I always figured I would for sure get a dog. But my thought process was, well, if I foster and then I fall in love with it and adopt it, it'll be okay when things go back to normal, because I can't have a dog and leave it all day. You know what I mean? I would feel horrible. So it did take me a couple of months. I remember the foster people, I think it was a month or two in, they were like, what are you thinking? Should we put him up on our adoption website, or are you gonna keep him? And I just did not know. And I don't know why that happened. I feel like I've said it before, and then somebody kind of threw that back at me. It was like, you don't even love your cat. You said you didn't like it when you got it, which is totally not true. I think it just took me a little bit to figure it out 100%, I guess. But now, like, no, he's my cat. The moment I figured I wanted him was because they were like, okay, well, if you're not sure, somebody wants to see him and see if they want. And I was like, no, he's my cat. Somebody said, do you still have your Chick-fil-A gift cards? So if you don't know, a couple of years ago, my birthday, David surprised me with like $3,000 of Chick-fil-A gift cards. So I think every gift card had like $300 on it or something. Yes, I still have them. I genuinely will just find them around. Like, I probably have 3 in my bag. There's some in my car. There's some in drawers. I've been giving them away to people. Like, they're everywhere. So yes, I still have them. I have no idea how much money I still have. I truly don't eat Chick-fil-A that much. So it'll probably last me a really long time, but it is nice. It is nice if, like, Nolan and I have been out and about a couple times. We're like, let's just pick up Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, well, it's also free for me, so. Okay, I'm offended by this question. It says, do you still have a fat crush on Mr. Harry Styles, or are you over him since you're literally dating his lookalike? You think we get over him? I could be dating Harry Styles and still be like, dang, I love Harry Styles. Like, no. How has dating in quarantine changed the speed which your relationship has progressed? I mean, I would like to think, it already feels like we've been dating for years. I feel like it definitely puts you through it. Take that as you will, but I hear a lot of people joke about it too. It's like, if you just started dating someone, you've been dating for 5 years now if you're in quarantine together. So who did you introduce Nolan first? I think he met Aaron first for sure. I remember we met Paris outside, but I don't remember. He met David. He definitely met Aaron first, and then I think David. We saw his new house like months and months and months ago. And I mean, here and there, we've like been outside with my friends. So he's like met friends. Actually, maybe it was Zane. I let Zane borrow a camera. I don't know, but it's been great though. They like him. He likes them. I think it's definitely a different world from him. So that'll also be interesting when things go back to normal, but I think it'll be in a good way. I even said that the other day. I was like, I wonder what it's gonna be like, because you don't like to go out at all. And he was like, yeah, but I don't have to go. Like, so I don't know. Okay, I don't know why people keep asking. I mean, I get it, but like, everyone asks if we bought this house together. So no, I bought it. This is mine. So if we break up, he's leaving. No, but this is mine, and then we split everything else. So I guess it's like if you're dating someone and they were already living somewhere that had a house and you just like moved in and just split everything. I don't know. We did not buy it together. I would never do that, like less than a year in especially. I would never, ever, ever buy a house with somebody who I didn't know for less than a year. Absolutely not. That is so scary now thinking about the process of buying a house and like, oh my God, no. It is funny that we just kind of moved in together right away, which I also would never do regularly, and I think the difference is it wasn't like we should move in together and then we just moved in together. It's just like quarantine happened and then he just stayed with me and we were like, well, why would we be apart? Like, there's literally nothing to do or no one to see, so let's stay together here. So that kind of happened, and for me it feels different than making the actual decision of like, oh, we've known each other for a week, let's move in together. Would absolutely never do that in real life. Oh my God, this question is really funny too. It says, why is Nolan tagged in Bridget Mendler's wedding pic? He's gotten some messages that are like, why are you're married? Like, why are you in this photo? So he took her wedding photos, that's why he's tagged. That's not him in the photo as the groom. He took them. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it, but it's just funny because he's gotten messages about it. Someone said, why don't you follow Josh Peck anymore? This is news to me. I'm pretty sure I do follow Josh Peck. I never would have unfollowed him though. So if I did, it was not on purpose. I would have no reason to unfollow Josh Peck. Do you have a guilty pleasure that you can't grow out of? Well, I am rewatching Teen Mom, so I mean, I think that's your answer. If you or Aaron got pregnant one day, what will happen to the vlogs? I don't know. Maybe that's when one of us would do a family channel. I don't know, but I literally cannot even imagine. Like, I am not going to be pregnant ever, I feel like. I just can't even imagine having a child. I don't know if it's because I feel young, like I'm turning 30 next month, but I still feel like I'm not capable of having a kid. I don't know. Like, I just can't even imagine. I feel like I would hate it, to be honest. I hate anything waking me up. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm just like, if I'm tired, I'm in a bad mood, and I'm only in a bad mood because I'm tired. I wish I wasn't like that. I've really tried to fix it. I've talked to my therapist about it. I think it's just who I am. So I don't think having a kid is gonna be for me, but I don't know. We'll see. Some people change their mind when they're in their 30s, I guess, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like, plus the lifestyle I have does not really, I feel like I would just hate it. Like, I feel like I would just hate it. And I said this in some Instagram stories a couple weeks ago. And like, I just don't care when people are pregnant. Unless I'm really close with them, then it's, you know, exciting, but I just don't care. Like if a celebrity reveals that they're pregnant, I'm just like, oh, like I just don't have any feelings for it. I don't know. Somebody messaged me and they're like, even if Taylor Swift said she was pregnant, I mean, yeah, it would be like shocking. I'd be like, oh my gosh, but I'm not like, oh my God, you're having a baby. Like, I just don't react that way. I just never have. I don't know if I ever will. I'm just gonna die alone as an old lady. Me and Aaron are the same way, where we're extremely old enough to be having children, and if any of our friends have kids, we're still like, on purpose? Like, babies just don't do it for me. I just don't care about people's babies. A lot of them are very cute. Like when Josh Peck had his, I remember seeing the picture and I was like, that is such a cute baby, but like, I don't care to hold it. If someone puts a baby in my arms, I turn to stone. I'm just like, Any conspiracies you believe are true? I'm trying to think of one. Actually, I think the mattress firm one is definitely the weirdest. I kind of believe that one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of places where there's like 2 mattress firms in a plaza, and then like another mattress firm a block down, and then another mattress firm 2 miles away, and then another mattress firm. They're just like all over the place, and it really does not make sense because first of all, how many people are really buying mattresses that often? And second of all, are there ever crowds in mattress stores when you're there? I mean, no. So there's a conspiracy that mattress firm, or maybe even just places like that, are a money laundering place because they always seem empty. And I don't know, buying a mattress is not like buying a new shirt. You buy a mattress every, couple of years, maybe? I mean, I know people who have had mattresses for 10 years. Maybe it's been explained somewhere, I just haven't seen it, but like, let me know. This one got a lot of likes, so I feel like people want to know for some reason. I don't understand why, but somebody said, what was your major in college and did you enjoy it? So I graduated with a degree in mass media communications. Which, what is that? I really couldn't even tell you. I honestly just picked it because I had most of the requirements for it by the time I was graduating. It's also so crazy too because I feel like it's changed so much with social media. Anything I learned in that degree would not apply now. I mean, some things would, but so much is just social media, advertising on social media, communicating via social media, all the companies that use Twitter and TikTok even. I mean, it's crazy how I feel like anyone who got a degree in communications, but probably mostly marketing in the past 5 to 10 years, it's completely different now. It's so weird. I also went to school to get my EMT certification, which I did get my EMT certification. Me and like 2 other people were the only ones who passed our clinicals, like the first try. I really liked that, but I did not want to actually work that as a job because it was just like too much for me. And then I started going to school for respiratory therapy. I was doing clinicals, I was working in the hospital, and I got such bad anxiety from it. I can't even tell you. I mean, I felt like I was gonna pass out at every second. It was just not for me. Oh, it cut off. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna stop there. If you guys want me to do more Q&As, I will. But yeah, sorry, this isn't like a normal vlog, but I just wanted to not vlog today. I vlogged yesterday for Carly and Aaron, and then today I was like, nothing is gonna be different, which is kind of a struggle. Usually I can power through it though, and it's always been fine, but some days I just don't want to film. Plus it's Valentine's Day, so I was like, I woke up late, Nolan made breakfast, we got some more plants. I mean, there's the vlog, there you go, it's done. You guys saw it already, nothing new. Okay, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in a couple days. Bye!